Today, we are talking about my top essential items that I cannot live without and have basically withstood the test of time in my closet and that I think I will have forever. I thought it'd be a fun video to show you some items that I have in my closet that really are just my go tos and super help me when I feel like I have no idea what to wear. If that happens, I just grab one of those items and my outfit's practically made for me. So, with that said, let's get into the video. I feel like it comes as no surprise to see a white blouse on this list. I want to talk about the fact that the white blouse is different for every single person. Because I think back into like 2020, when the Copenhagen girlies were talking about their blouses, and it was like the oversized blouse was like the it girl blouse. And I think a lot of us ran to the thrift stores and like picked up an oversized blouse. And I don't know about you guys, but like that just sat in my closet. It was just not like I was just like, I don't like how it looked on me. The oversized blouse was like not aligned with my own style. And fast forward to like 2022, I'm at Madewell, and this glorious blouse says, "Please take me home." And I say, I will, because this is my perfect blouse that will stay with me throughout the rest of time. More importantly, I can wear it with low-rise pants, but also works perfectly with a little high-waisted bottom. I just feel like this is like my go-to comfort cover-up if I'm ever feeling like I don't want to like have more of my body exposed, or if I'm in a little bathing suit. Like, this is my go-to item that I am always taking with me in any situation with any outfit. But that doesn't guarantee that this blouse is the perfect blouse for you, right? Because, for example, we can compare it to this blouse, which is a great blouse. Do not get it twisted. I love that it cinches in at my waist. The silhouette feels very 90s. Absolutely adore it as like a workwear look. This is not the essential blouse. My essential blouse is the one that I just showed, but someone else watching this video, this could be your essential blouse. You want a blouse that's very form fitting, or alternatively, a blouse that's very oversized. I think the fun part of this video is seeing kind of for me what are the things that I love, and is that something that you can relate to? Would you have something with a completely different form fitting silhouette, or is it even an item that you would consider an essential in your wardrobe? Up next, the perfect pair of black slacks. This one may come as no surprise to you. Perfect pair of slacks. Yum. I've had these in my closet since high school. My mom, sister, and I cannot figure out if we thrifted these or bought these maybe when she was in high school, which means I would have had these since I was in middle school. They are originally from Express. They are the perfect wide leg pant. I think this video isn't just a 10 essential items, though. I think it is also a video for you to determine when you are buying something, have you looked across all different styles of the item? So, for example, these black pants, right? I love a loose, baggy, wide leg trouser. This to me is the perfect black slack. But using the example as my best friend Alyssa, she loves a wide leg trouser that is on her waist, cinches her waist in. That is her go-to work pant. And I think that's one thing that I would love to get into your head when you see something on Pinterest or social media or someone else, even someone on the street wearing it. Are they wearing an item that I love? Yes. Can we take from that broadly and apply it to myself if I want to buy it? Because the perfect style for you might not be the perfect style for someone else. What I love about these pants is the fact that like I was just able to take it from like a work look now to a night out look. And I know slacks aren't everyone's cup of tea when going out. I love them personally, but I can understand why you wouldn't want to wear them. Actually, I can't. Like, I can, as in, like, sure, don't wear it, but like, for me, I'm like, oh, slack is so easy and simple. Sometimes a jean just feels too constricting, where these, I'm like, do you see that? Literally, like, oh my god, I'm ready to dance. As I said before, these essentials are quite literally for when I am just lazy and have no idea what I want to wear. So, like, for example, this literally an all black fit, but I know these slacks are like so comfortable and such a go to. I just feel like very sophisticated, very cool in this, but I didn't put an immense amount of effort because I had a staple that I knew would benefit me. This is how it would look during fall. I love fall. This technically would actually fall into my 10 essential items, except this really can only apply to one season. Well, two seasons, I guess. So I wouldn't necessarily put it in here, but during fall, you're going to see this trench coat a lot.
Up next, the white linen pant.
I do realize it's quite funny. The black slacks and the white linen pants are very similar in style, which is really loose and baggy. I love comfort. Is that a crime? So let's style and discuss. I think one of my favorite parts about a linen pant is breathability for summer, which is definitely a perk. I think it's just fun that they're flowy and, atypical to the classic, even black slacks or like jean shorts we see a lot throughout summer. So I think they can serve many purposes. This one's definitely a little bit more springtime, a little bit more sporty. I love these sneakers from CV's. Oh, also my little crochet scrunchie. But you can go from like this look to even something with a bit more of a tropical vibe to it. Love the back of this. I also cannot tie a silk scarf on the back for the life of me. I just spent like 5 minutes trying to get this on. And no one was around, but it felt pretty embarrassing. Little close up of the look. My favorite part of the video. I do enjoy a super matchy look, hence why I have red shoes, white linen pants, and then a red and white shirt. But sometimes on the nose is a good look. One thing I was trying not to do was to allow my essentials to overlap. I was trying to be like, keep them all separate. And then I immediately was like, why the heck would I keep them separate when I could just prove to all of you that, like, the reason why these are my essentials is because I'm just always gravitating towards them. So, based off of this look, there's two, technically three, but I'll talk about two first that are a go to, which is the black satin midi skirt and wabam, my knee-high boots. I want to focus first on the knee-high black boots. I bought them 2022 Christmas time for myself after I graduated college because I was like, oh, I'm going to be in the workforce. I can wear a boot now. Super basic and simple outfit, right? We just have our long sleeve and jeans on. But wabam. You know what I'm saying? The freaking, you add in a knee-high boot. Suddenly it's fun. Suddenly it's cool. Suddenly it's like, we have something simple, but there's something about that outfit that just calls to us a little bit more. This is like my favorite go-to going out look when I have no idea what to wear at night. I love all the funky patterns. These, oh, what are these? Shorts. They're literally shorts. They belonged to my mommy in the 80s. Thank you so much for keeping them because now they are mine. I have all these fun patterns and colors, and I just love the juxtaposition to a stark black boot and my little matching purse. It feels very right. And I just love that you can really style it with any look. I went from like daytime to nighttime to even just like a little bit of a formal wear. Hot take, I think it can really work in any season. Obviously, summer, when it's a super hot day, we're not going to do that. But also, you don't want to wear like any clothing on a super hot day. I would say if you have kind of an 80-degree weather in the evening, you can get away with a knee-high boot. The classic midi skirt, the classic black satin midi skirt, whatever you want to call it. This is a divine essential. Despite wearing just a plain old black look right now, there's infinite ways to style it. It's a go-to in any situation when I have no idea what to wear. Now you have a little bit of a fancier look. I absolutely adore this velvet top. I don't think the lighting is going to show you how amazing it is, so let me see if I can get a video of that. I've worn this like at holiday office work party before. It's, like I said, the classic midi skirt knows exactly what you need. Truly see the black midi skirt as the item I use when I want to look presentable in front of people but do not want to try. Because right now I'm literally just wearing a t-shirt. Also, brown and black slander, not accepted. Not accepted on this page. Brown and black together, divine. I don't want to hear it from anyone. But obviously the flats help make this a little bit fancier. But like sometimes you don't want to put on a pair of denim because it's too hot. Or I don't know, I have some pairs that can be a little constrictive and I want to feel loosey goosey. And you put on the black miniskirt and all your troubles melt away. Up next, the black loafer. I have had this pair of loafers since I was 12 years old. And in late 2024, they finally broke. These shoes withstood the test of time. Let's not get it twisted here. That's 13 years that they were able to sustain me. I did take them to the cobbler. I've gotten them resold 2 times. I think they're just at the point where they're through. I have not given them up yet because I do love them so much. So when my 25th birthday rolled around, I did have one item on that list, which was a pair of the GH Bass loafer. And let me say, I think they're so worth it. A black loafer to me is my shoe. This shoe, I mean, as we know, I've been wearing it since I was 12 years old. So I just see them as the everyday perfect shoe, from casual wear to fancy to anything in between. And it's so satisfying to have. I think a black shoe should be a staple in everyone's wardrobe, but I don't think the black loafer is necessarily for everyone, right? We have loafers, tabbies, flip flops, boots, flats, anything in between, but once you find the perfect black shoe for you, it will stay with you for the rest of time. An honorable mention would definitely be this little polka dot midi skirt. But yes, just another loafer look together. A fun fact about me is I love olive green, and when fall rolls around, olive green and burgundy, those are my go-to colors. So you're going to see very quickly that these are coming to the forefront of my videos. It feels a little boring of me to include the classic white t-shirt, but also who am I to deny what my essentials are, which is a classic white t-shirt. More importantly, apparently all of social media has to have a debate on what the perfect white t-shirt is, and shocker, there isn't one. Because the perfect t-shirt to me will not be the perfect t-shirt to you, and the perfect t-shirt for someone on social media is not going to be the perfect one unless you are in person feeling it. I was watching a YouTube video on Alexa Sunshine 83. She was talking about the fact that the brand Oddly, she does not like the texture of their t-shirts. Something about like how it feels on her, she was not a fan. And I love the cotton shirts and material from Oddly. I have a red dress, and I know it's the same material as the shirts, and it's my favorite thing on the planet. I would easily buy it, but for her it isn't. And I think there's something to be said where it's don't just buy what someone's saying online that is the perfect t-shirt, because I know that's the debate on TikTok. What's the perfect white t-shirt? I really think you just need to go in person and feel the material, try it on, and then you'll know for sure. I know it's crazy to go on ranting and on a soapbox about a white t-shirt, but I had to say it because I just see so much discourse around what the perfect white t-shirt is, and like it just really can be anything. It could be your Hanes t-shirt from Walmart. It could be this shirt that I thrifted from this brand, never even knew it existed. It could be, that super popular Uniqlo white t-shirt. I don't know what the answer is for anyone, but what I do know is you have to see it, touch it, and feel it, and try it on to know. And I think it's worth it to go in person to do that rather than just trusting the first source you see and buying it and wasting your money. The big thing is like, I don't want you to waste your money. Like, there's no point. The plaid skirt. See, I've said it once and I'll say it again. You will not get away with watching a video where I'm doing a styling and not see this plaid midi skirt. This plaid midi skirt does fall into an essentials item for me. Oh, have you seen this outfit in another video before? Yes, you have, because I'm an outfit repeater. No shame in the game. Anyway, yes, this plaid midi skirt is just everything to me. I got it in 2023, like probably January of 2023, like right after Christmas time, as a little late Christmas present to myself. I had always wanted a plaid mini skirt because I feel like Pinterest really had like a lot of girls wearing them, but I was just looking for the perfect one, and something about these colors and this pattern with this little belt detail, wow. Like actually wow. It was meant for me, and I will keep this throughout the rest of time. If I could get a sponsored video with eBay, oh, I would take it so fast. I love eBay for secondhand shopping. It is my addiction, which is where this skirt is from. And I got this beautiful wool from Ireland, handmade knit with this beautiful cable knit from a secondhand shop in DC. And I love this look. It's very modest. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's really shapeless, but I love a shapeless look. I know I showed a lot of neutrals in this video, and like I said with essentials, your essentials could be all colorful. I would respect that. And we do have one item that falls into the colorful category, which is this tank top. This, oh my gosh, it's an essential to me. It's going to stay with me forever. I actually recently got it a couple months ago with my friend Marv. We had finished working in the office and we were like, should we go to the mall? And we just had a little girls' day at the mall, like we were teenagers again. And she was a little instigator and convinced me to buy this, even though I was questioning it. Thank goodness you did, Marv. I appreciate you every second for that. I love that this tank top is just like slinky on my body. You can make it more like cropped if you want. You can pull it down and make it really cover up your stomach area. My favorite part is this shape on my chest and near my armpit area. I feel like a lot of tops either go really far in or they're really tight and kind of push out the underarm area. This hits all the marks of a just essential top that I wear all the time. I'm always in this tank top since I bought it for the summer. I think it's the perfect fun color that just like peeks out if you're wearing something that's covering. I actually wore this exact outfit to dinner with my friend a couple weeks ago, and I want to show it here because quite literally, before I had the concept for this video, I was already in my essentials, which the big three. 1, 2, 3. And I went with a flip flop just because I was feeling a little casual that day, but also could easily imagine myself in a loafer. I do have one other item that's in my essentials list, which happens to be on my body right now. These denim. In case you notice, they've kind of been sprinkled throughout the video. Just the perfect pair for me. I love that they're low rise, baggy. As we know very clearly, I have a comfort thing when it comes to my bottoms. So my black slacks, white linen pants, and these jeans all kind of fall under that same premise. But these are a go-to when I have no idea what I want to wear, obviously, just because they're so comfortable and I just put on a t-shirt and I'm good to go for the day. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your essential items are. Subscribe if you're feeling crazy, and I hope you have a great day.